two things happened today. First, I'm 21. Is that important? Probably not. 20 was last year. The other thing I did was see Jurassic World Rebirth. It's actually pretty good. I might have cried just a little bit when the museum guy was touching the Titanosaurs, and I have no shame. That part is just beautiful. And that was the perfect spot to put the Jurassic Park theme. Honestly, I'd watch the movie again just for that one scene. It's the best part in the movie. Only rivaled by the T-Rex in the river. And it might be a reference to the first Jurassic Park book, because yes, there are Jurassic Park books. First two movies are very loosely based on them, and in the first one, it has a T-Rex chase some people through a river. I don't remember who it was chasing. It's been a while since I read that book. But in the movie, it was very similar. Also, I don't know how the raft did not get absolutely pulverized when it was getting chomped by a T-Rex. I guess the rubber they used for that raft was mixed with titanium or something, because that raft was not scratched at all. And it wasn't just a tiny little bite. That T-Rex picked the raft up and honestly looked like it was trying to bite it in half. Not even the tiniest scratch. It is fine. And I like that they continue the trend of T-Rexes being surprisingly stealthy for how huge and loud they are. When the raft gets inflated in front of the T-Rex, it's just gone. You don't even see it leaving. You don't see its tail moving into the bushes. It's just gone. I'm not sure why near the end of the movie there was a gas station right next to the helipad. I know that in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World they have stores there. Every theme park does. But this island wasn't meant to be a theme park. It was just a lab where they were mushing together a whole bunch of things to make winged raptors and a multi-armed fucking beluga T-Rex. Why was there a gas station in a secret lab right next to the helipad? It literally looked like they dug up the gas station in my town and dropped it in the middle of this random island. They even had Lay's chips. Fucking Lay's chips in Jurassic Park. Did they really just build some random gas station with fucking Lay's chips? And that's not a problem with the movie. I just don't understand how or why this was done. Like, who decided we need a gas station in this dinosaur lab? Just what the hell? The only part I had a problem with is when they keep doing the people aren't interested by dinosaurs anymore. Nobody's stupid enough to believe that. It's dinosaurs. All started with Jurassic World. They had the redhead, or whoever her name was, going, kids look at dinosaurs like an elephant in a zoo. Yeah, well, if you go to a zoo, the kids are going nuts because, elephant. And she's in Jurassic World. It's a theme park filled with dinosaurs. The kids are not going to care if this is the 100th time in the same day they've seen the T-Rex. They're going to go nuts because it's a T-Rex. And then in Fallen Kingdom, people are just going to let all the dinosaurs get vaporized. Well, not all of them. There's still Lisa Sorna. But they were going to let all the dinosaurs on Isla Nublar get vaporized by a volcano, and nobody cares. If all the governments in the world decided to let dinosaurs get vaporized, they'd be publicly crucified, and the French would bring back the guillotine. They'd send whoever decided to let the dinosaurs burn straight to Louis the who knows whatever. They sent him to the king that got decapitated. I don't know which Louis that was. And Canada would decide to start using the death penalty. Nobody is going to let dinosaurs get vaporized by a volcano. I don't care how many times people have seen them, nobody's getting sick of them. At least in Dominion they kind of fix it. But now it's back to, fuck it, let them die. Nobody's going to do that. And if there's a sauropod in the middle of the highway, it's going to be surrounded by people trying to take pictures. Nobody's getting sick of them. And that's the only problem I had with it. Just nobody's getting sick of dinosaurs, ever. But I'd still watch it just for the part with the herd of sauropods. Like I said, best part in the movie. And there's one guy, I completely forgot his name. He was the guy with the depressing backstory. Black guy with a hat, all his friends got eaten. I don't know how he got away from the Beluga Rex. I'm just gonna call it the Beluga Rex because it's funny. Also, it does look like a beluga. How did he survive? It was right next to him. He didn't have any hidden guns shoved into his shoe. I really have no idea how he lived. Oh, hi, Stripes. Yeah, she just came into my room to see what I'm doing. Anyway, if the guy did die, that would have been one of the coolest ways anyone's ever died in a Jurassic Park movie. Because he was straight up roaring back at the Beluga Rex. That's the first time anyone's ever done that. That would have been the coolest death anyone's ever had. And a few of the close-ups on the Beluga Rex made me realize it also looks like Breacher, that Category 6 kaiju with 4 arms from Pacific Rim the Black. I watched that a few years ago. I think I even put it in one of my videos. Its face kind of looks like Breacher's face. Also, it does have the extra limbs, so there's that too. And obviously they had to have someone get killed by their own stupidity. I really don't know why that one person was just ignoring the fucking Spinosaurus standing right behind her. If I was there, I would not take my eyes off the shore for a second. And how did she not hear it? It's pretty big. We never really get a close-up look of it, so we don't know how big it is, but if it's a Spinosaurus, it's probably still pretty big, and it's still going to make a lot of noise when it's doing anything. I guess this person just had AirPods and oh no, they can't hear it. And yeah, that death was purely her own stupidity. You gotta have one in every dinosaur movie. And when I left the theater, I realized that if that little kid who adopted the tiny little dinosaur doesn't live near somewhere that dinosaurs can survive, it's probably not gonna live for very long. The movie did say that dinosaurs only live in a very certain part of Earth for plot reasons, and no one's allowed to go there because dinosaurs. So unless they have like this secret little, I don't know, bunker somewhere in dinosaur territory, I don't think the pet's gonna live very long. And since it was a baby, it might grow up to one of the bigger ones. I don't know what dinosaur exactly that was, but if it becomes one of the bigger ones, how exactly are they gonna keep it? It was something closely related to Triceratops. That thing's like twice the size of a car. I'm not sure if it'll be exactly the same size as a Triceratops, but even if it's just a little smaller, how exactly are they going to feed it or take care of it in any way? I know there were also tiny herbivores. Maybe it was one of them. Maybe it's already an adult. But even if it is one of the little ones, it might not live very long, but I think you're just supposed to ignore that and just go, oh cute, baby pet dinosaur, yay. And that's fine with me too. So even if the movie's got a few problems, like I said, I'd still go watch it just for the sauropod herd. One of the best parts in the franchise.